Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mediak Podcast. And today we are going to be talking about the movie Ted. It's a little different than what we usually go through. Skylar was giving input on what he wanted to watch and decided on a comedy and decided on this movie because he has never seen it before. Skylar, how has the last 5 days been for you?
Uh, I mean, it's all right. Just pretty much work. I actually realized, because I didn't watch the movie today. I watched it yesterday, and
Mhm.
I was like, it was like 8:40, basically 9 o'clock, and I was doing laundry, and I was like, I have to watch this movie because I'm not gonna be able to watch it
Yeah, that's
before.
very fair. I had a very similar thing, and I kind of watched it in the car. I watched it
That's
in the
funny.
car on the ride up to Treasure Lake with G. It was
Yeah. So,
fun.
yeah, I finished the movie at like 11 o'clock, and I was like, I just hope I remember.
Yeah, for context,
Yeah.
11 is very late for Skylar.
For
we, we,
context,
we
10:30 is very late.
yeah, yeah. We go to bed quite early and wake up quite early, so
Yeah, I've been waking up at 6:10
that's fair.
recently, but
Around 7-ish for me. I need about 8 hours, so I try to go to bed at 11.
so do I. I need like 8, 9, and I was only getting 7. So I
Bro,
knew
that's
I was
like
gonna be
G.
like
G can sleep
eating
like
all
a
day.
like she's a bear. She hibernates whenever she goes to sleep, but instead of like falling asleep once per winter, she just falls asleep like that every day.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's so funny. I love it.
Like I just remember from the apartment
Yeah,
being
whenever you
like
just banged on her
four
door, she
o'clock.
texted me and she was
Yeah,
like, that was the most scared I've ever been in my entire life." She was like
yeah,
it was like freaking 1 o'clock like in the afternoon, and she was still sleeping. We went to bed at like 11:30,
but
12.
yeah. I was gonna
So
say you went to bed earlier
yeah,
than usual, even then. And I was
it
like,
was
that's
yeah, it
crazy.
was crazy. She was going absolutely to town, and sorry, she was
You were on
texting
your
me
way
right
back from work.
now. Yeah, I wasn't on my way back from work. I was almost on my way back from work. I just finished up my lunch, and I was like, okay, Skylar, she's not awake. Can you knock on my door really loud? And he
I
did, and it
delivered.
scared the shit out of her.
I had to do it. I had to
Yeah,
deliver.
yeah. I thought that maybe she would have been like kind of out of her sleep by then, but no, she was still like very heavy sleeping. Funny, funny
Was it
stuff.
Lily had a thing like that recently? She went to bed at like 10 and she woke up at like 2 in the
Oh, let's
afternoon.
go.
And I was like, oh my
We
God.
love that.
I was like, because I
I
was at
wish,
work and I
man.
was checking, I was like, yo, what happened? Did you die? Because
You
usually she's
died.
up by like 10.
Yeah,
And then like I was like, I actually leave in like 2 hours.
yeah.
Like, where are you?
That's really funny.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's
She was
happened.
supposed to show up to work?
No. I was
Oh,
at
okay. I
work.
was gonna say, oh my god, if she was supposed to go there to work and
That'd be
just kind of
crazy.
slept, that would have been so funny. That would have been way better.
It would have been
Yeah,
very fun.
indeed,
All right.
indeed. All right,
I'm ready for 10
let's
now.
get down into it. Um,
Yeah.
so, well, I mean, it's a comedy movie. There's not much to say about it. It was. I'm gonna move my mouse away from the stop recording button so that so that I don't accidentally turn that off halfway through because that would be unfortunate.
It would.
Um, but Ted, honestly, it's such a brilliant idea, especially for the time. Like, it's
I
a
agree.
yeah, it's magnificent that no one thought about it before this movie came around. Because right whenever we started it, it was like not a nostalgic feeling, but like a this is kind of creative, you know? It's like why this is where this storyline of getting a teddy bear as a child should have gone.
So, was it whenever I was watching it? So I had no idea what the opening is.
Oh right,
So
yeah,
I went in and it was a Christmas movie, and I was like, "Oh, are you for real? Like the
yeah,
one movie I pick is a Christmas movie?"
yeah.
I was gonna be so mad.
Skylar hates
And
Christmas.
then I don't like Christmas movies. It's different. They're all cheesy.
Yes, well, not all of them. I like Nightmare
And
Before
all the
Christmas.
ones I've seen,
That's
and
fair.
pretty much all of them are on the Hallmark channel.
Dude,
Those
all the
are
ones that
all
she likes are
cheesy.
definitely very cheesy. Actually, that's
But
not true because she likes Narnia. I like Narnia.
I
Well,
do
that's not
too.
necessarily a Christmas movie. It just has Santa in it.
But so I went in and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a Christmas movie." And then as it progressed, and like whenever he was like, because I obviously know the basis of Ted, like I know he
Yeah,
talks and everything like that, so I was kind of waiting for it to happen. But the scene in the kitchen
yeah.
when he's like, "I know, I got wished," and like they were like, "Grab my gun," like
I know that was really
genuinely
funny.
thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that was funny.
No, there were
But
a lot of moments in the movie that made me laugh a lot, but I think I'm gonna sum this up in like a couple sentences, and I think you're gonna agree with me fully. Comedy movies are gonna feel weird watching them by yourself, right? Because it's gonna be like, oh, do I laugh at this actually or not? But like whenever you're in a group and you guys are all just like watching it and cackling all together, that's like the point of it, you know?
I mean, uh, I'm not. So I usually don't laugh if it's just by
That's fair.
myself.
Yeah.
Like I'll usually just like chuckle to my
Yeah,
like
I'll give a, you know,
yeah, like I'll do something like that. But like if I actually laugh out loud alone, your joke is funny.
that takes skill.
Your joke is
That takes
funny.
skill. I actually I didn't get that this time around. Maybe
I
because I've seen the movie before, but
I don't think I did. I
that's
don't
fair.
remember
That's
at
fair.
least. But I know like that scene was like pretty
That was
close. Like I
that was
gave
one
it
of the
like two
closest ones.
chuckles.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
not a
actually, I think
fan
that's
of
like close to one.
Raunch, so like a lot of Ted himself was not necessarily the funniest part to me. But I liked a lot of like their interactions with each other, and I
Yeah.
really liked that Thunder Buddy scene. That was really funny too. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, whenever he runs in. And
His
then
little
it's
pitter
like
patter in.
their
Yeah.
song. I thought their song was really funny.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. It was great. A
Um,
lot of the funnier moments for me, I think, happened at the beginning of the film. Like, do you disagree with that?
no, I actually do agree.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
as the story progressed, it got less funny,
More
but
serious.
it got more serious. And that's not,
And
I
there's
guess that's I don't know. I don't know if that's a
not
bad thing
bad.
because it didn't
Yeah.
lose focus on what it was going towards, but it had to wrap up the story, and it had a pretty solid circle, all things
Yeah,
considered.
I liked it. How forgive me, I don't know her name, but she was like,
Mila Kunis.
she like didn't want.
Mila Kunis. That's the actress.
No, that's the actress. I meant like her name.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm sorry.
I don't know either.
I know
I
John
really
and
don't know
Ted.
any names. I literally only know the
I
actors.
think someone's name was Rex. Maybe is that a thing?
I think that'd be
Yeah.
fun. I actually did not know Ryan Reynolds was in this movie.
I honestly don't even remember the scene with it.
He didn't talk. He
Okay.
just walked around. I think he was with Rex, and Rex was a gay. He's like, I found out I'm gay. And he
Oh.
looked, and it was Ryan Reynolds, and I was like, I didn't
Okay,
know this was
yeah.
a thing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, maybe that's where all of the Ryan Reynolds memes started from, or maybe it's just
Maybe.
because he's a beautiful man. Did you see
But,
that he's not allowed to improvise on Deadpool 3?
Oh,
He has to stick to the script. Well, it's because of the writer's strike. They were like, you're allowed to film this movie on one condition, and it was that Ryan Reynolds has to follow the script to a T.
so
Sorry.
I think like the funniest part, quote unquote funniest to me, was looking at the entire thing and realizing this started out as like a nice family friendly movie
Yeah.
about Christmas.
The
and it
concept
progressed
is
to them-
definitely the funniest part.
yeah, and then
And-
it progresses to them like smoking, doing drugs on the couch, going
Yes.
to parties, doing
Yes.
coke with with one of their actors that they love, and then trying to like, I need to
Adoption
grow up.
Yeah. It was great. 35 years. It took him 35 years to learn that lesson.
Yeah, I also like the I don't know why, but whenever Ted is interviewing for his job,
Yes.
and he just bashes the guy's wife.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I'll hire you,
like,
man. No one's talking to me like
I
that.
need somebody with guts like that.
Yeah.
And no matter what he does, he just gets promoted.
Yeah, it's
I don't
great.
know.
It's funny.
Yeah. And then I like the scene in the alley with him and the people who are trying to kidnap him.
Yeah. It's great.
He's
stuff.
like, you're never alone with Jesus, am I right?
There are a lot of really good one-liners.
Okay, I do
Fantastic
have a
stuff.
question.
I have an answer,
Do
maybe.
you think?
Oh
do
my
you think
god,
this
dude!
movie
I don't know
keeps up
what
with
is
the
going
times?
on up there. They see something. Do you hear them?
No.
Wait. Okay, well my end does. I saw. I was just looking at the readings to see if it got picked up, and it does. It does. That really sucks. I'm sorry, YouTube listeners.
Do you think the humor holds up to today's standards or no?
I was gonna ask you that exact same question because that
I'm
was
just so good.
that was the thing that was going on. Sorry, what?
I'm just so good.
Yeah, you're just that good. But like that's something that I thought about the entire time. I was like, because recently we actually reviewed another comedy movie, Dodgeball. Not recently. It was God,
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
9 months ago.
I
Jeez.
don't remember it. I
No,
didn't
no,
do
no.
it.
You weren't even on the podcast. I don't know why I said recently. So it was like we watched Dodgeball, and I thought that movie held up really good. Like social standards wise, I think it held up really good, and also comedy wise, I think it held up really good. And I couldn't really get a grasp on that with this movie. Hello, family. No, it's okay. You can just walk through.
So I feel like it
We're having a lot
did
of interruptions on this.
Sorry.
It's
Stop.
okay. The dogs have been barking the entire time.
So I feel like it did and it didn't. I feel like some of the
I
jokes
agree.
would probably be cut,
Yeah.
but
Well,
there.
I think that was the same for the time because it's just what.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Wesley is a demon. The way that he his noises make. Because I just spent the weekend with 3 very normal, really nice puppies, and they barely barked. But Wesley he just doesn't stop ever. Sorry. So yeah, the comedy in the movie. If you guys can ignore my very annoying puppy, I'm so sorry about that. I think that a lot of raunch in general just doesn't age well. In general, like I don't think it even started as funny in my opinion. Like a lot of the really weird stuff, like the stuff that would make you cringe if you watched it with your mom. And I'm not talking about the weed stuff because I don't think that would really. I don't think I would get uncomfortable with that. But like all of, like the really stupid stuff, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like there's a lot of like Ted's portion that
Yes,
he cut,
exactly.
but I feel like that's it. I feel like it's mainly Ted.
But
that
like
he
you
cut.
can't really do that because like that's what the movie's about, you know?
And that's what his character is.
Exactly. And I guess I guess that's just negatives towards the movie itself. So not like an aspect that could be changed. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think it needs a sequel, which is why we're probably not going to be reviewing it. Because I don't remember liking the second one anyway. Whenever I watched it when I was young.
Yeah, I've heard the second one is not very good.
Yeah, no.
Like
So,
even compared to the first one, it's not good.
hey, I mean, okay. Did this movie entertain me? Yes, I was entertained.
For the most part.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm not necessarily upset I rewatched it. It should have been made. It was a good idea and it was executed as best as it could have been.
The only thing is, I liked the ending. I feel like if they weren't thinking about, I feel like they were kind of thinking about making like a second one because they brought him back to like just in case.
Well, I think they brought him back because they wanted to like recreate that moment at the beginning of the movie. You know, of the getting just a teddy bear and then falling asleep and waking up and he's back. So I think they were trying to do the full circle thing, but then they also saw that as an opportunity to make sequels.
I feel like if they would have had like Ted die and then like it's Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for all of that.
And if I feel like if his like character just kind of like grew from there and was like actually the person that she wanted, it would have been. And like they did like a one and done. I feel like it would be a lot better.
Yeah, I agree heavily because like I don't know, it makes this movie
like all the
feel
things get resolved.
Yeah.
Like he is able to, and then you can have like to show that he's fine like a couple years later.
Yeah.
Like Thunder goes and he's completely fine.
Yeah,
I think that would have been a good ending. Like later down the line, he has like a better job. They're still together. They're married, and Thunder goes and he's.
But
fine.
then Ted becomes useless, and the story's not interesting at that point. You know, you can't do that. You can't make sequels off of that, and that's what the industry's all about.
Yeah, but if I had to change one thing, it'd probably be the ending.
Yes. Well, I would change the raunchiness.
Oh, that too.
If I were to change anything, I would change that. I would write that a little bit so that wouldn't have to happen that way. You know?
But is there a part of the movie that you really liked or really disliked other than the raunchy scenes?
You know, this is a tough question because like I don't really think there is really any moment particularly in the movie that made
really
me
good.
like make a comment about it, you know? Like I didn't ever have to pause it other than right at the very beginning with that moment with his family because like I don't know, it was just we started watching the movie and I was like, this is just a different kind of feeling, you know? I was like, oh, this is a fun, creative little comedy story. It's not just like a let's make something stupid with friends, you know? It was a good idea, and I was not taken aback, I guess, because I knew the idea existed, but like reinvigorated to the creativity of it. That was like the only moment that I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I had any scenes that like really
Yeah.
like stuck out to me. I feel the entire movie just kind of like a just go
Yeah, it just
like
was
I
like a
feel
whatever,
like
man.
there's no standout good or bad moments, and I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. I mean, it didn't have anything that made me go, "Oh my god, why am I watching this?" But it didn't make me have like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm watching this," you know?
That's cool because next week we're going to be doing Kung Fu Panda, which is one of the
Awesome.
greatest movies ever made. And
I'm glad.
with that, we're going to be bringing someone onto the podcast who may or may not stay for the remainder of the time, but has been begging to come on. And I've been telling people that he will come on during the Kung Fu Panda episodes, and his name is Corey.
Oh yes, Corey was a great pick to bring on
Yeah.
for Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, because well, ever since I started the podcast, the idea was whenever we do Kung Fu Panda, Corey is on the podcast. If you go back like all the way to like episode 1 or whatever, that I said that from the beginning, and that will be there. So next week, whenever we do it, he's gonna be very happy. And
Yeah, I'm
Skylar,
excited. I haven't seen them in a while.
I've been going back and forth on an idea that I've had for a while, but I don't know if I want to do it. Actually, before we do that, let's give a final rating for Ted, and then we can go into
Okay.
other discussions. Okay, I want to hear your number first before I say mine and see if mine is too nice.
I feel like mine's a 6.5. Whenever I say that, it sounds good in my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
okay, here's the thing. If
6.5
we go
feels
by the
right. It's
scale of how much
really
I'm
above
gonna
average.
watch it again, and a 5 is like a coin flip, like maybe I'll watch it. I think a 6.5 is fair. I was gonna say 7, but you know what? I agree firmly with Skylar. 6.5 is very fair for this movie, but
So
it's
like
kind of
in
hard to
my
get
mind,
higher than that for a comedy, in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, there are a couple good ones, and
Yeah, I
like
do agree with that. Like,
yeah.
obviously,
So like yeah, so like obviously they're better, and like I'm a big Adam Sandler guy, so I'll throw them on in the background. I might not
I
watch them,
love
but like
Happy
I'll
Gilmore,
just hear the
man.
jokes.
I
Yeah,
don't know if that's
well,
like
I
a
grew up with
nostalgia
them.
thing though, because like
Yeah, I grew
like
up with them.
Waterboy and Happy Gilmore, I watched those when I was like 6.
Yeah, like Waterboy, Happy Gilmore, Billy
Oh
Madison.
yeah,
Billy
actually,
Madison
Billy
was my
Madison was a
preference.
recent one for me. I didn't watch that one until I was
I
like
really like
15.
that one. I don't know why. I thought
I
that was
love it. Billy Madison is
yeah,
phenomenal, but I didn't
yeah.
watch it until I was like 15 or something. I said recent, but I don't know. I guess that was like a long time ago. Time goes
Yeah.
by so fast. No.
But like if I throw this one on in the background, I'm probably not watching it.
Yeah.
I'm just listening for the occasional joke. That's probably it.
But there weren't that
I mean,
many that made me like snort that much. So
yeah.
yeah,
So like it would probably just be like say like I'm cleaning around and I just want to put something on to hear like a lot of like
yeah.
conversations. That might be it.
Usually put on
But at
YouTube.
that, I feel like another Seth MacFarlane thing, a Family Guy is just better for that.
Well, that's your opinion because like a lot of people really don't like. I see. I'm indifferent towards it. I don't think it's bad nor good. But a lot of people really hate it. So
I mean, that's fine. I
that's
mean,
fair.
Family Guy is literally just turn off brain,
Yep.
listen to
Yeah.
joke and laugh.
I
If
couldn't agree
funny.
more
Like,
with that.
yeah, that's literally it. And like whenever I'm doing stuff like that, that's all it. Whenever like it's like a long day and I just don't want to think, I just want to sit down and relax.
Some of
I
those
don't
really
wanna-
dumb, random, funny jokes in Family Guy get me. I just don't know why. They're just so
Oh my God.
dumb that make no
There's
sense at all.
specifically there was okay. Whenever I say like I never laugh out loud, whenever it's just me watching it, there is one episode in Family Guy in which I laughed so hard my stomach hurt, and it was in the newer season, and it was Chris Griffin. It wasn't even Peter or anything like that. Like, sorry for everybody. Spoilers?
I'm kind of curious. I don't want you to spoil it because I kind of want you to send it to me. Because I want to watch the episode now and think if it's that funny, you know.
I'll pull up my Hulu account and see what episode it is, and I'll just say the episode,
Okay.
and then see if you can guess it.
That
and then
works.
next week you'll tell me if you found it.
That works. I think that sounds great.
Okay, yeah. Just give me 1 second. But
No worries. While you look for that, actually, I guess I'll throw an idea out. So, with the Jujutsu Kaisen starting this week, and there's a bunch of shows that I really enjoy, talking about. I think it might be fun to maybe do like a TV like episode weekly reviews of something, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would enjoy that. I mean, I'm gonna watch it weekly.
Well,
So
obviously, me
I
too.
mean,
Like
yeah,
Bleach Core 2 comes out soon too, so we could do Jujutsu Kaisen and Bleach. I would not mind that in the slightest. Do like a
yeah.
quick
I
10-minute
am
talk on either of
okay.
them.
Genuinely, which one are you more excited for?
Bleach easily. Sorry,
Easily.
Bleach has a much more strong connection to me. That's
Yeah,
hard to say because G's first anime ever was Jujutsu Kaisen,
Jujutsu Kaisen.
and
Same with I think that was Lily's too.
yeah, so it's like I love it even more because I get to experience that with her. But like, there's something about Bleach whenever I watched it, whenever like a couple of years ago, that just really connected with me, and I freaking love it. And the new animation is just phenomenal. So I don't know. There's some really sick fights that I'm really excited to see in Bleach. So I'm gonna go with that.
See, that's what I think too. Um, I feel like I'm personally gonna like Bleach more, just because like I'm so much more invested. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, how many episodes in? Like
dude, I don't
400 at this
know.
point.
Way too many. And the crazy
Yeah,
part is it's
I
giving
watched
me
all the
like a.
filler.
I didn't watch
Oh
any
wait,
of
did
the
I?
filler. I
Wait,
didn't watch any of the filler.
actually, I don't know if I watched the filler for this one.
I didn't
Actually,
watch
I
the
don't
filler. I don't watch filler because
know.
it's lame. I don't know.
Fair.
I'd
I
rather.
know I watched all of it for Naruto, and that's my
I
biggest
would.
one.
Yeah. No. I watched all of it for original Naruto, and that was the last time I watched
That's
it.
nice.
Last time I
I'm
watched
trying to
filler.
figure out which one it is. Like I don't remember what episode it is. I know what season it is, but I don't want to have you watch an entire
Yeah, I
season.
would rather not watch that much Family Guy. I think I can only take one episode at a
That's
time.
fair.
Yeah.
It's like one of the early episodes.
I'm gonna start looking at news because I think I screenshotted a couple things. It wasn't a lot.
Um, what is it? But see, how did you watch a new? You didn't watch the new season of Demon Slayer yet, did
Put
you?
me with Big Fish. Actually, no, it doesn't come up.
I can't see that.
I know, sad.
uh,
G has a G.
Send me a
G caught
picture.
a
I'll be
big
able to
fish.
see it.
Huh? I'll send it to you.
Did you? You didn't watch a new season of Demon Slayer, right?
No,
Okay,
I did not.
never mind. Never mind.
One news.
I'm trying not to say anything until you do, because I don't want to spoil.
There's no way I just have one news.
It's not far into. I don't think it's far into it.
I think I just have one thing of news to talk about. No, I have two. Sorry, I have two things of news to talk about. That's impressive. Let's go.
You have two things
I
of
have
news.
two.
Okay.
So I'm really
Oh, is
pulling
it
up.
gonna make me watch ads despite skipping? Okay. Okay, I don't think it's this one. Yes.
You know what? How about we do this afterwards, and then you can text it to me, and I can put it in the description of the video.
I mean, it's like one of the first like 4 episodes.
All right, that sounds great. One of the first 4 episodes, lads.
I think. I know it's
Yeah.
not one and it's not two, so it's 3 or 4. I think
3 or 4. All right, go watch. You know
I
what?
think it's
I'll watch
3.
both
I
of
think
those
it's 3.
episodes. I don't mind that.
I think it's 3. I'm just in the middle of an ad right now.
Let's go. That's hype. So we can start talking about news, I guess.
Yeah,
Do you have anything?
No, I told you that before. Why do you ask
I
me
thought
again?
you said I have limited news. I didn't think you said I have
No,
none.
I have no news.
Go to
I thought you
Screen
said there was
Rant.
no
Do
news.
do the Jack thing right now. I have 2 news. You could come
I
up
got
with
2
one.
newses.
You could come up with
And then
one.
you just see my eyes open up a new tab and Screen Rant pops up.
There's a Jack happen. You see it in his reflection of his glasses.
Yeah. But
Okay.
no, the only news I quote unquote would have had was Demon Slayer and
No, you have
nothing.
news. There's something that you specifically told me before we started the podcast that you wanted to talk about. Do you forget?
What was it? Yes.
I remember, but I'm gonna do my news first. Okay.
That's fine.
What are you
I
freaking
don't remember.
Ben Riley from Spider-Verse? My past is so dark and tragic, sad.
Yeah, that was fantastic. He was
Yeah, I
funny.
like that. I was like, oh, Skylar definitely loves this character.
He was good.
Yeah.
I'll say I enjoyed him.
Voiced by Andy Samberg. Great stuff.
I think I found it. I think it's episode 3.
Episode 3. Great. Everyone, episode 3. I'll watch episode
Yes.
3 later.
I'm like fairly certain. Yup. Episode 3. It's like
Episode 3.
less than 10 minutes in.
Less
I
than
think.
10. Oh, wow. Great. That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
first news is that Mortal Kombat DOS has started filming. And we have to do that one because we already reviewed the first one. Well, me and Jack have. So on the
I have
podcast,
to watch the first one and then watch.
yeah, you have to watch the first one.
Yeah.
Me and Jack were like, it's fine. I think we gave it a 7. It was because there was a thing that everyone thought was going to happen and probably should have happened to fit better narratively, but it didn't because they wanted a cooler thing to happen. And granted,
I have no connection to this.
Neither
this
did I.
game.
That was I've only ever played Mortal Kombat 11, and then I'm excited for Mortal Kombat 1 that's coming out. But the movie was the second thing I've ever played of Mortal Kombat. I didn't play very much of the Mortal Kombat 11, and I thought it was decent.
Okay, I just want to preface before, if you don't laugh at my joke, I was caught so off guard with this joke, so I don't know if that helps it or hurts it.
I gotta watch. I don't know,
did
man.
not know it was happening.
So here's the thing: I'm automatically going in with very low expectations, so I feel like that's a good thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next bit of news. Do you know Greta Gerwig?
I don't think so.
She's the lady who's directing Barbie.
She picked the perfect casting choice.
She is a very beautiful mind. She is also going to be writing and directing at least 2 of the Chronicles of Narnia movies for Netflix. Netflix is making them again. Well, Netflix never made them before. They had been made previously. They're being made again through Netflix.
Like a remake or like the same exact thing, different people?
That's the same thing, isn't it?
No, I mean, like, are they adapting it in any way?
They're not changing the adaptation material. They're still going to be based off the books.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if like Netflix is going to add their own original ideas into Narnia.
They might. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. That's always a possibility. You can't ever knock that out.
I wasn't sure if it was like said there were going to be like creative changes.
Not yet, but with Netflix, that's how it is. Except for the One Piece one, that's gonna. Well, there were creative changes, but Oda made them himself because he was like, "This is my last chance to get as many people into One Piece as possible through the live action version." Because he's like, "There's gonna be a bunch of people that don't watch animated stuff because it's animated." So he was like, "I want to get as many people into this thing as possible." So he started.
I feel like if the creator makes it, then
yeah, he himself is making it, and it has a greater budget than Game of Thrones per episode. It's not a greater budget than Game of Thrones, but if you ration it out per episode, it's a greater budget, if that makes sense. So I have relative high hopes for it. So
I mean, again, I just don't know about live action.
I know it won't work well. I'm thinking specifically Sanji. I know you don't know. No, you do because you've watched One Piece 8 billion times. So you know Sanji, obviously. Yeah. And his mannerisms, like that, the pervy character, I don't think that's gonna translate very well.
Not only that, but like they have to tone down like so much because like in an animation you can be all like screamy, jumpy, super like exaggerated, happy. It looks normal.
Specifically with Luffy, because Oda really in the drawings, really exaggerates his facial movements because of his rubberiness. Like specifically,
how are you gonna do that?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's one moment that he does that a lot. He like grabs his cheeks and like pulls them. It happens in the first episode.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, you do know. Okay, so like at the end of Marineford, whenever a thing happens, whenever a spoiler happens, Luffy's mouth gets really big, and it's like it looks stupid if you don't know who Luffy is. But like, I don't know. I think it would be weird if that didn't happen. But it would be probably weirder if it did. You know?
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, I feel like it's not a bad idea to try.
It's not a bad idea.
But I feel like it has to be realistic. It has to be something that is like humans are capable of doing. Like
well, okay.
I want to say Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer is just a ton of visual effects. So there's a chance, but it won't look as good.
Yeah, no.
So it's gonna be Demon Slayer, just worse.
So like I think there's a lot of stuff in One Piece that while looking at the trailer, I think it will work because all the things that I didn't think would work seem to be fine. Like I thought that Buggy, as you know Buggy, I didn't think he would work that well because I thought he would look weird. And granted, a lot of people think he looks weird, but I think he looks the best he could possibly look in live action. And same with the Sea Kings, and the ships and all that. And I don't know. I have hope. I wish we saw Fishmen, because I know Arlong, that whole stuff happens in this season. So there's going to be a lot of Fishmen. So that's like the only thing I'm worried about, is if those guys are going to look weird. Because we saw his stretchy effect and it looked good. I don't know.
That was one big worry that I had.
Yeah.
Because like if his stretchy was bad, then the character's bad.
It looked good.
You
I mean,
know?
it looked as good as
He's
it
literally
definitely could
Gum
have been.
Boy.
He is the Gum Bum Boy.
Yeah, so like,
I like all the casting too. This is the best chance that an anime adaptation has ever had.
Yeah, at least so far.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch
so
it?
far, at least.
Are you gonna watch it? Is that gonna be your first introduction to One Piece?
My fourth.
Hey, my bad. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe. I feel like if I watched that before the show again,
Yes.
then I like won't have expectations set in my mind, because it's only been like a couple days since I rewatched, so I could theoretically rewatch it again.
Right.
But I feel like if I watch that first, then I won't have like the everything in my mind. It'll just be like I'm literally the person he's going for.
Oh, for the live action one? Yeah, you're the target audience right now.
Yeah, so I feel like I can give like a more accurate.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it would be a good one. I think it drops all at once, but I think it would be a good one to weekly review as well. Or we could just grind it all out into one really long video.
I'm only worried that it's going to be like, because it's starting from a certain point in the show, right?
Nope.
It's not the beginning.
No. That was leaks. That was not true. It's following the exact story of One Piece. There's going to be some veers and differences, but Oda said that he did that because if he had the chance to rewrite One Piece, he would add those in.
So this is, if he could rewrite One Piece, this is his starting point? Okay. Okay, that's pretty much all I needed to know.
So
because, I didn't want it to be like in the middle of an arc, like start, like, and I'm like,
that's what the leaks were saying, and I heard that, and I was like, well, fucked. Like that's it. Like we can't.
It's already gone.
It's gone. Like you can't mess with the story, because the story is how it is because of the writing. But no, like I'm pretty confident it's gonna be good.
Yeah, well, I'll find out.
Yeah, that's true.
But when does it come out?
Shows up August 31st.
Oh, okay. The end of next month.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's fine.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. So.
Did you look at Screen Rant by chance?
Nope.
Oh, you jerk! I don't have any other news. Do you want to hop?
I'm still just worried with One Piece. I'm like, every time I hear like live action adaptation from an anime, I think of like Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah.
I think of like the Death Note one, and I'm like, this is gonna suck. Like they're just wasting money at this point. Like, has there even been a good one? Like, was the Cowboy Bebop one?
No, sorry, no. That one took everything that was good about Cowboy Bebop and rubbed it through the dirt.
Yeah, like, just seeing them fail this many times and just keep trying is like, okay, you got to know, like, at some point you just got to give up.
Yeah.
Like, if it ain't sticking, it ain't sticking.
Hey, I mean, if there is anyone that can try, it's Oda.
Yeah,
He's a smart man.
I feel like there are. Is this like the biggest role that one of the creators of a show has had in one of these live adaptations?
I can't attest to that.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how. I know that the Death Note person wasn't on it, and I know that the Cowboy Bebop person didn't like it. So.
Yeah, well, like, I feel like that's also a big part, like how much the creator is involved.
Yeah, Oda picked these actors. All of the original Japanese voice actors are going to be dubbing the show because it's in English. So everything is like pointing thumbs up towards it. So when it crashes and burns, I'm going to be really sad.
I'm not.
There's going to be a chance that this just might be like a guilty pleasure thing for me. Like something that fans might not, I mean, non-fans might not get, but fans might just be like, this is kind of fun, you know? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are like that.
Okay, what was the thing that I said before? I forget.
You wanted to talk about the worst apology video ever.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. So I've only seen very brief clips. I don't even know who it is that did it. I forget her name. I just heard, oh my god, somebody actually made a video worse than like, is it Sienna May?
I don't remember her name. I remember back then I was so interested in how dumb. Like I whenever that dancing apology video came out, I researched the entire thing
Thing.
because I wanted to figure out like how monstrously stupid this was. But like I shouldn't have done that because regardless, no matter how you apologize, you should one apologize and two not dance.
Oh, you think that's better?
Yeah, I know. The playing
So
the song.
yeah, playing a song and gaslighting the audience
I
and saying
know,
that they are
man.
wrong, despite
Yeah,
all the evidence.
I
You are
know.
wrong.
And the
I saw like a clip, and she's like,
zero
"I think
evidence.
they are hurtful and definitely not true." And I'm
Just
like,
like
"Don't they have like hard, solid evidence?"
it's like the on Twitter whenever someone pops out a leak and then they go source trust me, bro. That's
Yeah,
just what
or
she
like,
did.
"Nuh-uh." Their
Nuh-uh.
defense is literally, "Nuh-uh."
Nuh-uh. I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah, like
You're
it just
mean.
looks so bad. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if the video was changed, but the clip I saw, it was like Guitar Hero, like playing like underneath her chin, and she was
I don't
like
know,
hitting the
man. She was
keys.
like ukulele, maybe. I don't know, some sort of ukulele thing, and then she was singing some weird lyrics, and it made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't think I'd want
I
to.
watched some guy talk about it. It
Was
was
it
funny,
moist?
of course.
Yeah, that's the video I had clicked, and then
Yeah,
you called
he's my
for that
source
because
for
I
Reddit.
saw his clip. He's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she actually made a worse one."
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
crazy.
just thought, I
Who
feel
would
like,
have thought, man? Not me.
I feel like it just had to be mentioned. Like, do you know what has to go through your mind? Be like, yeah, I'm gonna apologize
This
with
is
a
a
music
great
video.
idea. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Okay, she did some weird stuff, so stuff had to go through her mind to do that. So I'm not surprised that she
It's
did something like weird for her apology.
what will be the best way I can apologize to the most amount of people effectively and make it a good apology. I'm gonna do a music video and talk trash.
If we're being honest, the only person who has ever handled a bad situation good is PewDiePie. He's
I
the
don't even
goat.
remember his being honest.
He said the N
Like,
word on stream, and he got banned from YouTube for a year. And most people they just stopped posting, but he still posted every single day. He apologized and like it just made it clear that it was a mistake and an accident. Because like, I mean, just in general, people do make mistakes. So he made up for it and is now living his best life.
I believe he retired, didn't he? He's like taking like a step. Him and
Yeah,
Tifu are both taking a step away from
and he's
like
having a
making
kid.
content to like focus on themselves and
Yeah,
really
he's
get to
having a
explore
son,
life. Yeah,
man,
PewDiePie's
or his daughter.
family.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I
I didn't
don't
look
know
into
either.
it much.
But I know like
Yeah, I know he's
Tifu.
in Japan.
Yeah, I did too. That's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
But I know Tifu did because he's like, I feel like I've just been stuck behind a computer desk and I
Yeah.
haven't really got to go out and see the world and like I want to live life actually.
I don't know
Yeah,
much
and I
about
like
Tfue, but I respect the hell out of that.
yeah, I like at least he's not like I made so much money, I'm just gonna go out and just not do
Yeah,
anything. Like he might have made a lot of money. I genuinely don't know. He probably did,
yeah,
but he's like, he's like, and he even said that like he might return.
hmm yeah.
Like he's like,
I remember that.
he's like, I'll probably come back, but for now, I just live.
hmm
And I was like, that's completely understandable. Like if I was doing that, I would want the same thing.
Yeah,
Like
super valid,
after
man.
5 years of just behind a computer desk streaming for X amount of hours a day, a week, a month.
It's not fun. Not like a
It's not that
normal
it's not fun.
work shift is not fun either. Like it's lame.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's not fun. Again, I think like streaming and like being able to do what you like all the time and
Yeah,
make money off of it and interact with people who also enjoy it is like good, but
yeah,
it could
but
be a
same.
lot just because like it's just like it could be a lot all at once, especially if you're not in the mood and you like have to sit down and do it. So
And being it's just it is very time constricting to be popular to make money on it. It's super time constricting.
and you have to be creative.
You have to be very creative. It is actually that's not true. You could just watch
Sometimes,
YouTube videos of other people and react to them and stuff. Uh,
yeah,
but
but how
like
long do those people
to
last
be a
around? How long do they
actually
stick
they're
around?
a long time surprisingly. But that's why like XQC exists is because of reaction videos. I literally just watched the Batman not too long ago. But but yeah, I know I shake my head too because that's illegal. But
Yeah,
yeah, but like I understand. I understand where he's coming from. It's not fun to be trapped into like a work thing, no matter what it is. in general. Everyone deserves to have a vacation, you know.
Oh, I guess I do have one piece of news. It is
One
more
Piece.
media
Sorry.
related. No, it's more yeah, I guess it's more media related than movies.
Yeah.
Little Uzi dropped his Pink Tape album.
Let's go.
I like
Wait, hey, we're called
I like it.
Mediak. Media is the first part. You can do anything. We talk about video games here too. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Tell me about your music. We've never had a
Yeah.
music person. We've only had ever fashion people. Oh, you're a music guy. Talk about music.
I mean, I'm like a Uzi. I'm a little Uzi fan. I'd say I'm not like a diehard fan where I can
Yeah.
like name every song in 5 seconds. But I started listening a lot around like his Love Is Rage 2 album. You know, EXO Tour Life, like All My
Yeah,
Friends Are
for sure.
Dead, Push Me to the Edge, like that.
Yeah.
And I like that one a lot. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay. And then Internal Take dropped and I liked it a lot. And then the deluxe dropped and I liked it. And I was like, and I thought like it's gonna be hard for him to drop an album better than that because I was so excited. Like
Yeah.
somebody actually at Caden's graduation gave a speech on how people remember where they were whenever that album dropped. And I was like, "You're lucky
So
I
goofy.
do." I
It's
guarantee
so
you
goofy.
half the people in this audience are like parents. They don't know. They
Yeah,
probably
of
don't
course
even know
not.
who Little
I
Uzi
don't
is.
know. I know who
But
Lil
like
Uzi is.
they
I
don't
don't remember
know.
where I was.
But like
I remember
the
listening
people
to a song in the car with Marshall about on the album and him telling me about it, but that wasn't when it dropped.
Pink Tape or Eternal Take?
Eternal.
Okay. The one like COVID?
Yeah.
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 Okay. At least I'm pretty sure it was COVID. But
Sometime.
um yeah, but I there's a lot of like controversy about it. Like I feel like this is a good Little Uzi album.
Hell
Like
yeah, man.
I think it's like a good album overall. Like
Yeah.
I'm assuming like my favorite album ever is a 10 out of 10. This one's got to be like a high 9.
Oh,
It's
let's go,
so
man. That's
good.
awesome. We love
It's
that for you.
really good.
I
It's been
watched him
5
talk to
years.
Nardmore again, and that made me really happy.
Yeah, yeah. Do you see he invited him for he's
Yeah.
like invited him for dinner and gave him his number? Yeah.
Yeah, and play Call of Duty
Playboy
with him.
Cardi actually was mean to Nardwar. And
What?
Playboy Cardi, he was. Hold on, I'll get there because the memes around it are really funny. So Playboy Cardi has missed the birth of his son, has I think beat up his girlfriend, and
I'm
been
gonna beat
mean
him
to
up.
Nardwar. His fans do not care
That's the
about the
worst
first
one.
two, but they are so angry at him for being mean to Nardwar.
Cause I'm okay.
You can't be mean to that man. He like I actually saw like
Obviously,
obviously
everything he's
great
done
guy.
is terrible, but like, okay,
Yeah.
not a but. Nardwar is a really nice guy.
Yeah, he
There's
is
no
like
but.
he's just there to like lighten the mood.
Nardwar is goaded, and you don't
Yeah,
be mean to Nardwar. You also don't do the other two things Skylar said at all.
yeah, yes.
But you
All
don't
of
be
them
mean
are
to
very
I mean,
bad.
you
But
also
one of
don't be
them we will
mean to
get.
Nardwar.
Yes, but like there's like all kinds of memes. It's like, do you know like the like light work no reaction, light work no reaction,
Yeah.
and then it's like, ooh, that one's where a little bit of kick, and that's like whenever he's mean to Nardwar, like his
Yeah.
fans are like beats up someone, light work no reaction, like they don't care.
Yeah.
But the second he is mean to Nardwar, they turn into Batman. They are ready to.
That's so fair. I would beat
Yeah,
the crap out of him. I
okay,
didn't know
back to
about the
Lil-
other stuff. I would have jumped in the combat for the other stuff, but I heard the Nardwar thing, and I'm like, oh, I'm ready to fight, man. I'll go to town.
Yeah,
You don't
Nardwar's
mess
so
with
nice.
him.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm
so
talking?
Pink Tape.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I completely
So
forgot you had that. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So a lot of people, I feel like from what I've seen in the like across like my feed and social medias, people either love or hate the album.
Mhm.
Like there's no in between. If you're familiar with Whole Lotta Red, it was kind of the same way. Whole Lotta Red is Playboy Cardi's album. People hated it and loved it, and then like later on, more people liked it, and they're like, this is actually like one of the best albums I've ever heard. And I didn't listen to it whenever it dropped. I wasn't into Playboy Cardi at that time, but I listened to it later on. Thought it was good. Um, I liked a lot of it, but like sometimes it's got too much. But with this album, so I rank like things I like in music, and Uzi has like two of my top three, and he has number one. My number two is whenever Young Thug yells Metro for Metro's producer tag, because I don't know why it is so good. Like
Yeah.
number three is on the song Suicide Doors. I just like drums. Oh my god. I like guitar as like part of the beat.
Yeah,
I don't
of
know why,
course.
but whenever the guitar's like slightly louder and you can hear it like right behind the words, I really like that. But on
So like
the
rock
song,
music.
hmm?
Rock music.
He has rock on this album.
I love rock music.
Yeah, Uzi has a couple rock songs. He has like rock artists on it too. Like I don't want to say their name and get it wrong. So
That's fair enough. No
But
worries.
I mean, I really liked his album on release. Like it actually dropped my jaw twice.
Oh my god! You would
Like,
think that you're the one with the speech impediment, and not me.
yeah, it's crazy. Bring me the horizon.
Bring me the
The song
horizon.
is called Werewolf. I loved that song.
Nice.
That's like the rock songs are typically the ones people don't like. And the last song is, well, not the actual last song, but before the bonus tracks, it's the end. And
Mm.
it sounds like a like anime ending, anime intro.
Yeah,
So a lot of people aren't a fan of that one. I wasn't the biggest fan, but overall, I thought it was a really good album. Like
that's great,
I
man. I'm
like
happy
I
you
feel
got
like
that.
everybody will like at least one song off of that album.
That's
That's how
very fair.
confident. Um, it's Nakamura. Yeah, Nakamura, I think. I might be
That's the
butchering how to say it,
ah.
but that is my favorite song on the album. It has my favorite sound whenever Uzi goes like, "Oh,"
Oh,
fantastic. Absolutely. Well, he
let's
does it
go.
like 3 times, but it's
Oh,
so good. Genuinely so good. I would play it, but you'd get copied. You'd
yes,
get
I would die and be
copyright.
sad.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
um, I just want to be on record saying that I am like a day one defender of this album. So whenever I tell people later on that I really like this album, they aren't like, "Oh, you're just hopping on the bandwagon." No, I liked it from the first day. I'm defending it now.
I just forgot that my orange lights have been on this entire time, so I'm kind of looking all glistening. That's fine though.
Yeah,
I don't really
but
care. But I'm a day one non-listener.
yeah, I
I, I
mean,
I will
I don't
probably
think you
hear a
would
couple
like it as
songs
much
here
because
and there.
you're not like a big like hip hop guy,
Yeah,
but I still think there'd be at least one song you
probably.
at
I
least
guarantee.
like.
There's I
I
there
mean, there's 28 or 26 technically. There's a trailer for it. I think you should watch the trailer. I think you'd like it. I've
I,
never seen a trailer drop for an album before.
I like a song in every sort of category. I feel
Yeah, but this is one that like I'd say if you haven't listened to it and you're on the fence, I'd give it a listen. You're probably gonna like at least one or
that's
two.
fair. Maybe on my next ride
But
to Philly,
you should watch the trailer. The
I
trailer is
will watch
cool.
that.
Yeah,
I
but
remember, uh, was it? It was Juice World that had the anime music videos. Those were sick.
yes, they
Those were
were.
dope. They should do more of those.
That's how the trailer starts.
Oh, actually, that's dope.
Yes. And it's
Awesome.
Uzi. And Uzi's like a big fan of like anime. He's like one of the
Yeah.
people who like made it. He's like helped popularize it,
Yeah.
quote unquote, because he's always been a big fan. He loves the color pink,
Hell yeah, man.
pink tape. I'd
Yeah.
imagine. I mean, I don't know for that, but um, one of the songs, "Suicide Doors," he like there was like an interview. It's like this little Uzi like talking like bad about him, and then he like obviously I like whenever they sample it,
Yeah.
and then he's just like just kind of like screw you, I guess, the
Yeah.
entire song, and it's fantastic and has a good beat.
That's
So.
great, man.
So
We love to see
I
shit
was
like
very
that.
happy this album dropped. Travis Scott and Drake are supposedly dropping. I don't know how they beat like enjoyability for me. That's like a 10. Like
That's
I
great, man.
played this album 3 times a day since it's dropped.
I'm
Like
not shocked by that.
if I look at my Apple Music replay, I genuinely might have like 5 hours in this album
That's
already.
hilarious.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all for music that I really care for right now.
That's great, man. Do you
Like
want to tell me a little bit about what you're watching the last couple days?
last couple days, I haven't been watching anything.
Yeah, man,
Which is
that's
sad.
fair.
I've
I
been
was actually thinking about that in my car ride back from Treasure Lake today. I was like, I didn't
yeah,
watch
like
anything. I watched
I've
Ted.
been
I
sorry.
watched a movie, a comedy, yesterday with G's family called Strange Brew, and that was really funny. It's a very old movie, like so I obviously didn't really judge it very hard, but it got me to giggle a bunch of times. There's a bunch of really dumb, funny moments into it that just are like so dumb that you have to laugh. It's like one of those. It was great. I loved it. It was funny. It was one of those movies that apparently the family is really big on. So I'm really happy I got to watch it and enjoy that with them. I watched a bunch of One Piece, but
The usual.
that's the usual. Played some Zelda, but not a lot. It was fun.
That was it. I think I've come down to a couple things for my want to watch list. Obviously, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, Bleach. Whenever it comes out, I really want to watch Blue Lock still.
I want to do that too.
And then there was like a I want to watch like Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh, that show's great. I watched it whenever I was a kid. I want to rewatch it sometime soon because I haven't watched it since I was a kid, and it's now like easily available, right? It's on Netflix or something.
Think. I don't know.
I do
know
want to watch
Batman
that.
Beyond is another one I want to watch.
The new anime Superman show came out a couple days ago, and I really want to watch that because it's getting really good reviews.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's made by Adult Swim, so I lied. It's not an anime, but it's anime inspired, and I heard that it's incredible. So I really want to watch that.
Is it like
They said it's akin to a romance anime mixed with a shonen.
Well, I was saying like, is it classified as like the adult cartoon?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like Invincible level.
I need to watch that too.
You do need to watch that because the next season comes out soon. This month.
Yeah. This month?
This month.
Like late this month?
No, middle this month, and it releases weekly. There's only 8 episodes of Invincible though, so I think you could get through it.
Yeah, isn't it 40 minutes though?
Yeah. Dude, okay, I promise you, when you start watching the show, it will not be an ugh. It'll be like I can't wait to watch the next one.
Better not be.
Fuck you.
No, 40 minutes. Oh, they still make me angry. Like they.
Why?
Oh.
20 minutes. So, dude, 20-minute episodes. You have 6 minutes for your intro. You have 4 minutes for your outro, and you have like a really weird 10-minute time to watch the new information.
Yeah, but do you know how hard it is for that 10 minutes to not at least be entertaining?
Bro, no. All 40 minutes of Invincible are entertaining. There's only 8 episodes, so they keep the story going through the entire thing.
I guess that like most of the experiences I have with 40 minutes are like ones that are like 5, 6 seasons long, 13 episodes a season, and I'm like, oh my god.
I kind of feel that a little bit with.
Yeah, like I still didn't finish Better Call Saul yet. Like I'm on the final season. I think I have like 5 left, but like Lily hasn't been here, so like I'm not gonna watch it without her.
Yeah, of course. But, can't do that.
Yeah, but I forgot about Invincible. I'm glad you said that. I would have put that on the other day. I like obviously not when I remembered Ted, but the day before. I was like, I have nothing to watch, so I just put it on YouTube and then just like did some chores.
Invincible's great. It's a fantastic show. I might watch the first episode of the Superman TV show tonight. We'll see.
I might watch it tomorrow. Oh, speaking of tomorrow, any big plans for the holiday?
I'm gonna work.
That's cool.
Yeah, we saw fireworks on Saturday, so that was my celebration.
That's right.
For non-Americans, tomorrow is the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Which is the Independence.
Our Independence Day.
Yeah. What are you celebrating? How are you celebrating it?
I'm not. I am because like obviously I don't work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I'm probably just gonna
chill
around the house. Yeah, I'd sit around the house, just relax. Try not to drive because I fill up my car like twice a week.
That's fair. I don't want. My car is very it's not empty, but I definitely will need to get gas next time I drive. So I would prefer not to drive tomorrow.
I'm gonna do that, but I might watch. I might try and finish Invincible tomorrow.
Finish it. That'd be cool. I'd be happy about that.
Yeah.
I'll watch the first episode of Family Guy. I mean, that one episode of Family Guy.
Yeah. Season 21, episode 3.
So I'll do all day.
Yeah, but Lily doesn't get back till like 4 or 5, so I'm not gonna wake up at 6. I can tell you that.
I'll wake up at 7 or something tomorrow. I don't need to work. I probably I don't know how much I should work.
If you decide not to work and you want to play some beach volleyball, I've been itching.
I don't know. Logan Boy really wants to play, but I really think I gotta double down.
Did he say that for tomorrow?
No, he just texts me a lot and asks. I want to go, but I don't know.
Derek texts me every now and then.
I love Derek.
That's what it. I want to play.
Yeah.
Like I want to play beach volleyball.
That's so fair, man.
I know.
That is fair. Okay. Well, I have all my quarrels out. I just remembered I didn't say that last week, which is weird because it's also the first week without Jack permanently or for an extended period of time. So I'm sorry for missing continuity on that, guys. But I have my quarrels out for this week. Skylar, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll have finished Invincible.
Yes, hopefully. And I will maybe have watched the one episode of Family Guy Skylar recommended.
Yes.
It's pretty long. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, it's a whole 15 minutes at
Yeah.
most.
Well,
Like
next
with
week we'll be
ads.
back with Corey, and we're gonna be watching Kung Fu Panda. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.